kind, gentlest, giving, thoughtful person you can be, he says, you will never, ever regret that. And that is basically doing the right thing is always the right thing. And I took that lesson from him. And by the way, I did. And he was 100% right. Wound up having a friendship with my ex-wife after that. And, I felt good about where we were moving on, right? I took that lesson and I apply that to business and my coaching. When I meet somebody that's had a bad breakup in business or they're going through that breakup in business, I tell them the same thing because it's doing the right thing is always the right thing. And sometimes that means you're a little bit more giving. But as you move on, they will remember that you'll be stronger for it and you'll find the opportunities that exist in that positive light compared to the ugliness that it can turn into. You mentioned you had a bad breakup. I've had some bad breakups in my business life. And in the last one, I went above and beyond what I bought them out for. And what I did. And by the way, so my breakup's been a few years in one of my businesses. I even still mention them in press releases. The positivity of their company, what they've done in the past. It has nothing to do with why we didn't work out in business, but everything to do with who they are and what they stand for. And and I feel good every time I have the opportunity to promote them. I do. And it just feels better that way.
Well, and I think for me, like listening to you talk about that, for me, is you don't know who's watching.
Yeah.
You do, especially in social media world, you do not know who is watching and paying attention to what you're doing. I cannot tell you the amount of times I've had random people, sure, I know them, but random people reach out to me and go, oh, I was watching you. Obviously, that's not what they say, but they say, oh, I was watching you. I appreciate this message or this resonated with me, whatever the fact. Like the number of people that have said that, and transversely too, right? You have the people that reach out and they go, I don't like that. I don't like what you said, whatever. But you don't know who's watching, especially if you have kids, guys. Like your kids watch everything. And that's why my motto, everything or nothing, because you can't be successful in one area. And I know Sean talks about this in his own way, but this is the way I like to explore it is everything or nothing, because you can't be successful in one spot and be crap in the other ones.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because your kids are, for me, I have two young ones very similar in age to you, Jim, and they're watching me. They're watching how I treat my body. They're watching how I treat their mom. They're watching how I treat business. Like this morning, I had my 6, almost 7-year-old in here asking me, am I a part of your business, Dad? And I said, you were absolutely a part of my business. You were a part of my business the day you were born.
What an awesome question. Kids are so intuitive and intelligent, inquiring. What a blessing to get that question. It's funny. I've done 75 Hard 4 times, which is a Andy Frisella program. And a lot of people say, well, what'd you get out of it? Or what was the best thing you got out of it? Well, I was an athlete going into it. So the discipline to do the workout and some of the diet was easier for me. But when I really dug into looking back at what I got out of it was being an example for my kids. My kids watching and asking and knowing that there's an accountability to doing a program.
Yes.
Oh, Dad, is that alcohol? You can't drink alcohol. No, it's just it's a soda water, whatever it is, is showing my kids what accountability looks like. And I love that you brought that up. Kids are watching, people are watching. It's all or nothing. You are who you are. Don't be somebody different when you walk out the door.
100%. And that's my big life mission now is to help people get the life they deserve through business, because that's my superpower. And there's so much more to life if you start living a true, authentic self. And I know that we jumped on here to give nuggets on tactics, and I'm happy to DM with people till the cows come home on any topic. But I think at the end of the day, Jim, the biggest thing is start where you are with what you've got to move forward today.
Yeah, great advice. Let's end on that note. Where can people find you? Your website, your email, your Instagram, whatever it is. Where can they get you at?
Yeah, you can find me on all your socials at Brenden Valks. Hopefully Jim can put that in the show notes so I don't have to spell it. And then Booth and Vanguard, BOOTHANDVANGUARD.com, boothandvanguard.com. And just because I get a lot of questions, Booth and Vanguard came out of the fact that I was going to be Brenden Valks Consulting. And then my brother-in-law, who's a graphic designer, made a rad logo for me, and I wanted to hang on to it. And so I had to find a name for a business that was BV, Booth and Vanguard, Humble Beginnings, Leading the Pack.
Love it. Love it. By the way, my kids notice your logo when I was looking at you on Lion's Den the other day. And like, what is that? That's really cool. So kudos to your designer and your business. And yeah, I will put your information in the show notes for people to get it. Brenden, thanks for taking the time to be on the show today, giving us plenty of nuggets there and really some true wisdom for our listeners. We look forward to having you on again.
Jim, anytime. And if I can help you, please let me know. If I can help any of your audience, please get a hold of me. Do anything for you guys.
We really appreciate that. Thank you so much for listening in.
Here's your story, let's begin. The water's fine, come on, dive in. The future's here, it's right before your eyes. Step by step, you're on your way. You're welcome to a brighter day. Don't you know it feels good to be alive? You could be larger